to the very first edition of NRL Fantasy Fanatics team review. We're here with a couple of teams here. So the very first one will be David Dunkel. So yeah, you're fielding a full 13, which is really nice. A lot going forward. I really like the bringing of Simpkin. As long as you've got a gun hooker to pair him with, that's really nice. Ryan Madison's good. Samuel Lafanu, Xavier Willison. Maybe you've got to get in another middle this week. Xavier Willison should score pretty well, though. Dylan Lucas is nice. Ewan Aiken's nice. Yeah, Galvin Plath, nice. Farnworth's nice. Ero's nice. Watch out on vice captaining Jaden Campbell because it's not locked in that. Sorry, watch out on vice captain Dylan Lucas because it's not locked in that Jaden Campbell is definitely playing. So who knows what's going to happen? But Jai Gray and Jacob Gagai, I think you don't really want to rely on those wing fullbacks, but yeah, that looks good. Going on to your bench here, yeah, so you got James Tedesco to go in there with the wing fullbacks, which I like. Maybe it's time to sell one of the Sean Bloor could move along, maybe down to a couple of cash outs we spoke about in the last buy wholesale video. Yeah, so maybe a Sean Bloor, depending on how much money you have in the bank. But I'd go maybe a Weeks and a Bloor down, and bring in like a. This is for next week. I'd probably hold off this week, but Weeks and Bloor and bring in a Haas and a cash out, pretty much, David. So yeah, going on to the next team, which is Washing Machine. So yeah, his team ranked 4,009, looking pretty good out here. Got Joseph Tarpany and Jacob Carraz who are on a buy, but he's actually looping, so he's got Samuel Afenu and Jack Whiten going there. But looking forward here, yeah, good side. I think Brandon Hands, yeah, you got to move him on soon, very much. Along with Dylan Brown, he'll be a sell very soon. I think after this week, and Trey Fuller's a sell too after this week when Hamaso's back full time. So yeah, really Brown and Fuller, and then on your bench, so maybe next week it'll be Brown, Fuller, Hands, Hines, a lot of money to work with, and maybe you bring in one cheaper guy for Hands, and then you go, yeah, three big guys. Both of them this week you brought in Jai Gray, which I like, and Blaze could go next week too. But yeah, team looks pretty good, and I think yeah, on forward those are the moves you look at. Now on to the next team we got out here. I can't see the name, but you got I think 11 this week. Damien Cook is good. I really like that. Samuel Lafanu, Ryan Madison, Stefano. I reckon Stefano after this round could definitely be a sell, but yeah, I'd hold him this week just because he's a green tick. Wouldn't be selling any green ticks if you don't have to this week. David Feed and Akura is good. They're both holds. Long term, Galvin Whiten. I think Jack Whiten could get close to a sell too after this week. Nice dual position though. Ero, Aiken, I like that. And then I assume this week you brought in Jai Gray, which I like. And I think very much you could bring in KO Weeks very soon, which will we'll get rid of him very soon, which will just free up a bit of cash. That is probably what the best move for your side is out there. Now on to Max Port's team. You see, pretty good side out here. I like Keon Kalongmatangi being there. Kai Pearce-Paul could be close to a sell along with Brandon Hands in this side. If you have enough numbers, I'd almost... no, you don't. You got 13 for next week exactly. I'd maybe look next week to go Brandon Hands to Tom Starling, considering he'll make money for you and he's actually cheaper. Because you've got Reed Marnie to plug in there. Wing fullback looks pretty good. Kai Pearce-Paul, I don't think is a very long-term option, so he could go soon. But yeah, team looks pretty good. Probably look for another big gun. Maybe it's bringing in. Maybe it's getting rid of Terrell May. Probably give him one more week in round 20 for big minutes. It could be Terrell May, KO Weeks, and Brendan Hands, bringing Tom Starling, and then depending on how much money you have left over, that'll give you a fair bit. Maybe like bringing a gun middle and paying Haas, and if you need a cash, down to 400 odd K. But yeah, that's where I think you go next. Going on here. So you see we got Jackson's team here. I think it looks pretty good, but again, you got those Tigers players going forward. Chancellor Klukstad is definitely a sell. You don't have a wing fullback to sell him, so maybe it's Chancellor Klukstad and Latrell Mitchell out, just because they're such big. And you bring in two wing fullbacks, which I'd look to target. Maybe Chance too. It could be Chance to Jai Gray, and then you kind of just hold off and field 12, and maybe hold Latrell and look to sell him next week when, again, all the Origin players and Nathan Cleary are back, because doing Latrell to Nathan would be very handy. So maybe next week, Chance this week to Jai Gray, and then next week it'll be Latrell and KO maybe out, or depending on how you see Stefano goes out, or Hands if you go still that 200k left over. So yeah, so maybe it's a Chance to Gray, which leave you with about 200k left over. Then you can go Brendan Hands to a 600k player, and up to Cleary or down to Haas, Yo, depending on where you want to go with, or even Ponga. So that, we'll start here. So you got Jake Simpkin, Jack DeBellin, Max Plaff, captain. I don't know about captaining Plaff over David Feeder. I just think David will kill it. Personally, I think, yeah, you got to go Hines out. Brendan Hands has got to go soon too. Where is your bench? Sorry, mate. You got Iro there into your centers, so I think you're doing a center loop. No, you're doing a. So you're missing a half. Not many great halves going around this week. I think you could definitely bring in. You could move Plaff down and bring in a middle. You could look at Ryan Madison. That's what I actually like for your team. Go and Plaff down to the halves this week, and then Nico Hines to Ryan Madison, which will then that banks you a full 13 to be playing with, and that banks you just a dual position gun that should be making you money. And then that leaves you with a lot of money for your players that, like the Wade Egan's or the Sean Blaws. Like you could go Sean Blaw up to Payne Haas next week, or whichever gun you want to go to. So yeah, that's what I think's next for your team. But I do think Jack DeBell and Kai Pearce Paul there on your chopping block, along with Brendan Hands, Tommy Talau, and Stefano. And then on to the last one is Baxter Jones, 5,000 overall rank. So yeah, Baxter. I think, yeah, so you're playing with, yeah, you get close to a full squad here. Not needing Jaden Brayley, you could look to sell Jaden Brayley out to a Tom Starling, because I mean you got to think about making the cash. So you got Hines out too, so you'll have Hands into the halves center. So yeah, you're fielding. You'll be Yo, Weeks, Karaz short. So maybe it's Jaden Brayley to a Jai Gray, which is what I like. And then can you do a Jermaine Salmon up to a Jaden Campbell? That's what I think is not good for your team. Or maybe even a Sam Hughes down to a Tom Starling. Depending on how many trades you have left, I'd go Jaden Brayley to Jai Gray, which gives you that one extra wing fullback. Then I'd look to bring in a Jaden Campbell, or even a cheaper middle in Daniel Saifidi, who plays this week and is interesting. Or yeah, you got Ryan Madison there too that you could look at to bring in, which would definitely you don't own Maddo. So yeah, that's what I like doing. It'll be Jaden to Jai Gray and then Salmon to Ryan Madison. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this one really helped out.